So this is my project. Then when you throw the coin in the tube, it would make the arm press the key. So when the key is pressed, this square will change to this Y. So the Arduino gonna make this motor to make this turn. So these are two pieces that one say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And the other is like a piece of pizza. So it will say yes in this part or it will say no.
Great. So for 25 cents, this machine will answer your question, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Let's see it in action, Diego. Oops,
Wait.
try again.
There is.
All right. Oh, fantastic.
The screen is in white, so the screen turned to white.
Yeah.
So the motor get on.
Fantastic. Look at that. It's terrific. Diego, well done. Bravo.
Thanks.
Excelente. Okay. So that's the goal line. The next step, Diego, is to start to decorate this so we
Yes,
can.
because the tube is not so beautiful.
Okay, well, we can surely make it beautiful.
Yes.
Great. And we can make a sign that says 25 cents. We'll do that for sure. Okay. Let me grab the screen again. Thank you for showing off, Diego.
Yes.
Thank you for presenting your project. All right, so.
John, I will enter in my computer.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put where the PowerPoint modules are that you'll need. Oh, hi, Daniel. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, John.
Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Cool.
I just saw Diego's project and it was really, really good.
Isn't that amazing? It works.
Yeah.
Reliable.
It was exactly how he told, how he pitched it to us.
And the explanation was perfect.
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. Oh, here's Antara. Okay. So I'm going to show you several PowerPoints and where to get them. So let me start with, I'll put the links to all of this in the chat box, and then I'll send you all an email with these links in case you don't get it from the chat box. So let's just start from Build It Yourself site, and you want to go to Build It Blocks. You want to go to 2009 website, and then you want to go to Build It Blocks. Now, just to see how the motor and everything works together, you can click on this video. Let me just show you. You might get some ideas for decoration here. This is Daniel playing on the guitar, by the way. So there's 2 motion modules. Now you could build these out of Lego just as well. you get the idea, right? That's the big picture of what we want to do, except for instead of pressing the switch, we're going to, as Diego showed, turn the motor on with the Arduino and a light sensor focused on the screen. Okay, so let me put this in the chat box also, Control C, and in the chat box. Daniel, please chime in if you have any tips for anyone. Okay. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. For example, the last module that the video showed that has the horizontal to vertical movement.
Yeah.
If you remember, the kit has also a flexible tube that you had to remove from the battery pack, and that's a tube that's the same tube that the module is using right there. So that's how you could use it.
Great. And your kit is a flexible tube.
Yeah.
If you want to bend it from horizontal rotation to vertical rotation, this is a motion module, allows you to do that. I'm going to show you where to get all the motion modules. Okay, now, so let me just make a note here. This is a motor driving motion modules. Okay, now the next link I'm going to show you for your reference is how to connect the Arduino. Hi, Antara. I think I sent you the PowerPoint on how to connect the Arduino. Did you get it?
Yes, I did, and sorry for entering in late.
Oh, it's all right, no problem. Okay, so let me show you where to go to get that. We'll go to Build It Yourself main site. And again, the 2009 website. And then we want to go to Build It Blocks, and we want to go to the actual Build It Blocks. Now here, we're going to find, if we scroll down, a whole slew of motion modules. If you wanted to build a catapult in your machine, just click on this catapult and it'll show you the instructions for building the catapult. If you want to do a 25-cent graffiti sign, just click on the graffiti here and it'll download a PowerPoint that shows you how examples of graffiti. If you want to make a character, you can see examples. So the motor mount is right here. That's the first, I think that's the first one so here's the motor mount. And then if we download the motor mount, okay, and then just to show you how the motor mount goes, these are the materials you need. These are the pieces you need to cut. Sophia, this makes sense? See, there's the diagram. You want to be sure you do this.
Okay.
Okay, so let me put this link. The motor mount is critical. So I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to put it in the chat box. Control V. And this is the motor mount. Okay, now the next is the Arduino, and I'm going to hand off to Daniel to explain how to make all the connections. So if we go to the Arduino kit, let me just copy this to put this in the chat box first. So this is the Arduino connection. Okay, and if I open this PowerPoint, okay. Oh, let me go to I think I have a better one here for you. I'm gonna,
Okay.
yeah, let's start here. Okay. Daniel, do you like to give a little introduction so everyone will know history of the Arduino or anything that you think is useful for them to know about why the Arduino is so popular?
Yeah, well, the Arduino was born from the idea of wanting to make an easy and accessible way to build projects like the ones that you're doing right now. A few years back, this was not possible by any easier or cheap means. So a group of students in Italy started to think about how they could do it so that more people could be able to do their own projects without being an electrical engineer or a software engineer or specialize on these kind of studies. So they built the Arduino, which is a microcontroller. It's like a small computer, and it has a memory like a computer. It has also a random access memory, but that's other term of computers, which is a memory that works in the moment, and then if you turn the power off, it erases everything, and that's how we save like every variable, which is all the information that you use in your programs. And it has all the inputs and outputs that you need to work with it. So the inputs will be like the light sensors. So your light sensors are an input for the Arduino. And what it does is that it looks for the changes in light, and then it works with the information that it gets. So for example, in Diego's project, when the screen changed and the light changed, that was an input. And the Arduino was able to tell that the light changed from gray to white. And with that input, it can work on its output. If you see in that slide, it says the output controller and the driver. It works with the motors, the servos, lamps, and piezo devices. Piezo devices are the ones that make sound.
Yeah,
So
Daniel, may I just interrupt? I
yeah,
really liked your introduction to the Arduino is popular because it's simple, relatively simple, and it's
and
not
cheap.
expensive.
Yeah,
Compared to Lego, the controller for Lego costs $100. If you buy the brick, probably costs more now with the EV3.
yeah.
The Arduino, what does an Arduino board do? And it can do exactly the same thing that a Lego controller can do. The Arduino costs like $6,
Yep.
and the Lego EV3 I think costs $125. So you can see the huge difference in price. Okay, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to.
Yeah, no. And another thing is that the Arduino is not limited to a specific program. So, for example, right now your Arduino has a program that we made, that we developed, that makes it able to work with the light sensors and the motors. But if you are capable of learning how to program an Arduino, you could be able to do whatever you want, whatever you want to do with it, and whatever that it's capable of doing, you can do it. And it's actually really a lot of things. So it's not a very small limit.
It's much more flexible than the Lego.
Yeah, it's really, really more flexible. Yeah.
Great. Okay. So these are just some examples of input devices. This is a dollar bill detector. This is the same coin sensor we built. And the output devices are a drummer, and in this case, a fortune wheel. Okay, so you know the kit. And basically what Daniel was saying is the Arduino is programmed to read the resistance of your light sensor. The resistance of your light sensor changes when it sees white versus when it sees black. And that change in resistance is what the program uses to turn the motor on and off. So in a simplified way, your Arduino program, the Arduino hardware, and the Arduino software or program works like this diagram. Anything to add to that, Daniel?
No, that's it. It's just that it also is capable of changing the direction of your motor.
Right. So it's a little more complicated because
Yeah.
we can actually make the motor go forward and backwards, not just on and off. Okay. So when you, if you're confused about how to connect the Arduino, this will tell you the instructions for setting it up. And then this will show you the terminals you need. If you want to connect motor A, you have to coordinate it with sensors connected between this red bus line and motor A sensor right here, right?
Yeah.
So this tells you if you want to connect your servos, which are servo 1 and servo 2, then you have to connect your other alligator clip. One alligator clip of your light sensor always has to be on this bus, on this red bus wire. And then the other end of your alligator clip from the light sensor has to be on this terminal. If you want to control servo 1, has to be on this terminal, servo 2, this terminal motor A, and this terminal alligator clip goes if you want to control motor B. Any questions from this diagram, guys?
The servo is the motor that we got right now.
Yes,
The
you
one
have
that we
both
are
a
using.
motor and a servo. The motor is the yellow geared motor that we have on our motor mount. And the servos are they're micro servos, and they're blue. And you can connect those servos. I think there's a picture on the next slide. Okay, so here's the motor mount. Here's the servo. So if you connect the servo, notice this is servo port 1, and the light sensor is connected to, excuse me, this is light sensor 2 for servo 2, and the servo is connected to servo 2. But the servo looks like this. Do we answer your question? Was that you, Fernando?
No, it was Jose Pablo. Okay, thank
Okay.
you so much.
You got the idea. Okay.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Good. We love it when you ask questions. That's how we learn, by asking lots of questions. Every question is a good question. Okay, so you can also connect both the servo and the motor. So Diego, you could start to make several things happen. So for example, after you answer the question, you might make a character jump up and down saying, you know, I've just answered your question. And to do that,
Yes.
you could connect both a motor and a servo, and then you'll have 2 light sensors, and you'll have to change your program so that you have 2 squares on the screen. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Okay. Antara, do you think you're going to be able, from these instructions, to make your
Yes.
Arduino work?
I am so sure.
Okay, good. I like your confidence. All right, so I think I put this one in the chat box. Let's see. So we covered, let's go back to the build it blocks, all of the different options. Here's the motor mount. Here's the Arduino controller kit. We just showed you that. Here's a servo relay. Oh, you don't need to do that. Here's the light sensor. I mean, the coin sensor cylinder. This is exactly what you built. just click right here and it'll download the instructions for that. If you want to make a robot drumming while it's asking for you for 25 cents, in other words, on the screen, it could say 25 cents and you could have your robot beating a drum. And then as soon as you put the quarter in, the robot stops beating the drum and you get a joke or you get a song or you get an answer to your question or whatever you want your robot to do. So this is a very useful site for getting instructions on how to build these various modules. Now, Fernando, I think you wanted to make, or Jose Pablo, you wanted to make it out of Legos, right?
Yes.
So if you go up here to Lego building blocks, so you can go to motion modules here, modules that spin. And if you wanted to, oh, these all have motors. So let's go back to shake, dance, and flap. So if you wanted to make the up-down swing module that beats the drum, that would be up-down swing. Here it is. So this is in Lego. This is how you would make two arms go up and down so you could beat a drum. And you just go here, here. Shows you how to put the pieces together step by step. Now, if you have the new Lego system, we can go to, let's see, let's go back to, if you have the new Lego system, here are some modules from the new Lego system. Okay, so here's the up-down swing module for the new Lego system. Build it, and it just shows you all the parts, and you just go, and it shows you exactly how to put them together. Make sense? I'll put all of these links in an email to you, so you'll have reference points.
Yeah, that's another question. You always send us different updates in our emails, right?
Yes?
Do you have my email? Because
Can you put, I send your emails, I'll go to your parents, but if you put your
okay.
email, if you put your email in the chat, I'll send it to you, but we will also copy your parents. So when we send you emails, we always copy your parents. But if you put your
Yeah,
email in the
because
chat, I'll add it to the list. Okay. Any other questions, guys?
yeah, it's there in the chat. Good.
I see it. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, I'm just going to immediately copy this and put it in my notepad. Daniel, anything you'd like to present? Maybe your software program? Do you have that up, or the Scratch project? I was not able to open your Scratch project that you made last week.
Let me see.
Okay. So here's where we hope this will end up. First of all, that you'll get it working exactly like Diego did. Then that you'll decorate it so that it not only works way cool, but it looks way cool. And then when you have it working and looking way cool, it would be great if you could make a video presentation and explain how your project works and then show it in action. So the end result of this project should be your lab book a working project, and a video. And then we'll post all of that on Invention Universe. So this will be your the first project that you can post on your Invention Universe portfolio of projects. Okay, let me go around the horn and just ask everyone if you have any questions or what the next thing is you want to work on. So, Antara, what if you all make a to-do list? And the end goal
To-do
is
list.
a to-do list. That is a list of all the things you need to do to have a working module, a video presentation, and a lab book. Maybe you can make your to-do list in your lab book. And then let's go around the horn and let's inspect your to-do list. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I like it. It's a great idea.
Okay. I have to-do lists of my to-do list. Let me show you my desktop. I'll show you how many to-do lists I have. I have a to-do list for website, to-do list for development, a to-do list for operations, a to-do list for Invention Universe, and then my daily to-do list. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to-do lists. So we'll give you five minutes. So on your to-do list, for example, might be to add terminals to my motor mount. That's what you want to do, Fernando, right? And then I think others have a software program that they need to write to make the rectangle turn from gray to white. And Diego wants to add some decorations, a 25-cent sign for sure. Maybe you can add some color to your yes, no,
Yes.
your yes, no pizza.
Yes.
That's someone else joining? Admit, okay. Okay, it'd be great if you could. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, James.
Yeah, sorry, my internet went out.
Oh, we're all making to-do lists.
Oh, great.
The goal line is to have a PowerPoint lab book,
Yep.
a working module, just a working
Like Diego's?
project like Diego's,
Okay.
and a video presentation like Diego gave.
Okay. I already got the Scratch program running.
Oh, okay, good. So why don't you, I'll stop sharing and you can share. For those of you who need to work on your Scratch project, this is a more advanced version of the Scratch project that Daniel has. So we'll send you links to both Daniel's Scratch project or the one that we made several weeks ago together.
Okay. Let me.
Daniel's Scratch project is like a storyline all by itself.
I'll show you how I got it running also, so that, okay, yep. So when you have the file ready, you can go to the Scratch webpage and go to create. This will launch the online Scratch program. And then you can go to file, upload from your computer, and just select the one that that you have, well, the file, and that'll open it. So we did this last webcast, and this is a project that makes it has a presentator. So this girl will tell you that for 1 coin, it'll make his robot friend tell you a joke, no? And then if you hit space, it will say, here we go. And then it will change the light on the sensor placements, and that'll make your robot work. And this example has 2 sensor placements because, as John said before, you can also use a servo and a motor at once. So you can have the servo make a robot dance, well, a puppet dance, move up and down. And you can also have the motor work so that it will, for example, we could use Diego's mechanical project so that you can put different jokes on the slices, and then it will randomly show a joke for you. And that's it.
Cool. So can you show the code for the gray, for the box, the rectangle? Yep.
Yeah. So this is there are 2 different ones, and they both have a Robin start call.
Mm-hmm.
And that Robin start is when you press space. This the character, this girl, is the one that has the action of when you press space, it will call Robin start. It will broadcast it, and then that'll make the first box, which is this is the, let me see, this is one on the right and this is the one on the left. So the left one will change to gray because at the beginning it's on white, and that means that, well, this sensor is telling the, I don't know, the motor or the servo to move. And then when it receives Robin start, it will change to gray so that it stops. And then the one on the right, instead of changing to gray, at the beginning it's at gray. And then when it receives Robin start, it will randomly change to white or to black. And that'll make it to about for 2 seconds, and then it'll change back to gray.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Very nice, Daniel. Very nice. So, well, this is a local. Is this yeah, this is an SP3 file?
Yep. Well, yeah. So you can open it on the online.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So,
editor. Yeah.
Okay. Let me try that. I didn't try opening it. I tried opening it locally and it didn't work, but that's just probably a version problem that I have. Okay, now I know how to do it. I'll upload this to the web, so it'll be a link, and I'll send it to you in the email.
Okay.
I'll send it to everyone in email. Okay, so let's go around the horn in the last 10 minutes or so and look at our to-do list and critique our to-do list. Well, Daniel and I'll try to give you some suggestions. Do you want to go first, Sophie?
Actually, I can show right now what I done with the cardboard. So can I show it next?
Of course. Okay. Do you have your PowerPoint lab book?
It's the same as last week. Do I show it?
Okay. Do you have your to-do list? Do you have a to-do list of things you need to do for next week in order to get to the goal line?
Yeah, I have to do the cardboard, the motor mount.
Yep.
I have to redo the Arduino connection.
Yep.
And put everything together, and that's it.
Integrate it, okay, and decorate it, okay, and then take a video. Okay, good, good, good. Fernando, how about you? What's your?
Well, I
Can you
need
share
to.
can you share your, I'd just like to see your lab book so we can try to put everything in perspective.
I'm opening it.
Okay, good. Let's put our to-do list in our lab books.
So do I share screen?
Sure.
Okay. There it is.
Okay, cool. And
So this is my cover.
yeah,
The problem is many people have not got enough money, and the mission is to build a robot that makes money in a fun way.
cool. Okay.
Oh, these are the materials.
Okay. How about right here? Let's stop right here. Let's go back to this and let's put your to-do list right here. Let's just type your to-do list right here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's do it in a word. Yeah, that's it. Okay, to-do list.
So I need to do the motor mount terminals.
Motor mount terminals, good. Okay.
I need to do this like spinning wheel that chooses the answer.
Okay. Kind of like what Diego did, my yes, no wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, no wheel. Okay.
How do you spell wheel? Like
W-H-E-E-L.
there. Thank you.
But the way you spelled it is the way it should be spelled. That's the way you pronounce it. Wheel. Wheel. It's W-H-E-E-L, 2 E's.
Oh. There.
Okay. And you have your coin sensor built, right? So you don't need to. How about your
Yeah.
Scratch project? Do you have your Scratch program written?
Yes.
Okay, good. Do you have your decorations done?
No, not yet.
We need to make decorations, and that's a 25-cent sign. And
Yeah.
maybe whatever else makes your project look really. Oh, you already have the 25-cent sign. Great.
Yes.
Okay, maybe you want to make yes, no graffiti for your color wheel. Diego, you could do that. You could design your yes, no graffiti for your pizza wheel.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Good.
am doing my do list.
Good.
And I think that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you need to integrate everything. So step number 5 is integrate all the modules and then present on a video. Present on a video. Okay, so at the very top of this, let's make to-do list before motor mount to-do list. Yeah, oh, you can, great. To-do list. It's a good, in my experience, it's a really good habit to make to-do lists. And then you know how you make this all numbers without having to type in the numbers? Go up, take the number 1 out. Take the 1 out and watch. Hold on, I'll show you a PowerPoint trick that's useful. Go to home, right here.
Where's home?
Right up here at the top.
Okay.
And then go to right here. Click on that. Oh, you have to click here first. Click right there and get the crosshairs. Get rid of the one first. Get rid of the 1 and the dash. Yeah. Okay, now put your cursor right at the corner. Right at the corner. Right there. Okay, now go up to here and hit that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
That's a very useful trick for numbering everything. Okay, good.
Oh.
You're in good shape, Fernando. Who's next? Antara.
Do I share?
May we see your to-do list, or can you tell us what your to-do list?
Yes. Well, let me see if I can share. So I have like the most important right here. Get a lot of it corrected me. Sorry. Get a lot of cardboard. I don't know if I wrote it correctly, but it says do a sketch of my robot before I start building it.
Oh, okay, cool. Love it.
I don't have junk, so I need to get enough junk to build my robot.
Yep.
And because I'm always busy, I need to make space or time for making my robot.
Yep, you gotta schedule your schedule.
Yes. And then, well, get my Arduino finished.
Yeah.
And my last thing to do is get inspired. That's all.
Okay. All right. Get inspired. I love that. Okay. So you have a big, that's a lot of work there, but it's fun work. A lot of play.
Yep.
Okay, good. Who else? Anyone else like to show their to-do list and we can critique it?
I am having some trouble using PowerPoint because it appears like that I need to activate it says that I need to activate the product.
Oh, maybe your PowerPoint, are you using, do you like to share your screen and show us? Maybe we can help you troubleshoot.
Yeah. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. It's blank.
Okay. Share screen.
I think we're seeing your camera. There we go. Now we can see it. Okay, you might have a license problem.
I think it's because this is a very, very old laptop.
Yeah.
That's what in the beginning of the class.
Yeah.
I said I'm saving
so
money for a new one.
It probably is the case that your PowerPoint license ran out. Daniel, can you read this? This looks to me like the instruction.
Yeah, it's a licensed product.
Yeah.
Problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so so you don't have to buy PowerPoint. You can use Google Slides, Google Slides, and I think you can open your PowerPoint format. You already have a lab book in PowerPoint, right?
Yes, I do.
So let's try to get you Google Slides. Just go to the browser and click Google Slides and type in Google Slides. For those of you that have this PowerPoint license problem, Google Slides is a freeware version of PowerPoint.
Okay, so I'm going to enter with the one that I got the classroom. Okay. Now this one, right?
Yeah, that's right. Presentation, try that. Let's see if this is Google Slides. It is Google Slides, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then go to blank and blanco. Eso. Okay, now let's do, oh, excuse me. We want to do archivo abrir. Abrir. And then let's see if we can find on your
It says subir, yeah?
Yeah. Should open your PowerPoint.
Oh, wait, I
Some
saw it.
robots that make
It's
money.
right here.
Yep.
So it might be a few little things you'll have to change, but it should pretty much, that look familiar?
Yeah, a
Okay.
bit.
Good. So just use Google Slides to update your lab book.
Okay. And over, I can change what I have right there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can edit this.
Okay. And with the motor, I'm okay. I'm just stuck in the scratch code and in the coin sensor, which I already had it, but like a week ago. Well, yeah, my cousins came and my little cousins came and broke the
Oh, too
yeah,
bad.
they use it as a hammer.
Oh,
Nasty.
yeah.
They broke they broke your coin sensor, or not? I hope not your Arduino.
No. The spillway.
The spillway, the coin spillway.
The
Yeah.
one made of cardboard.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, have to rebuild it. That's all right.
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. So I'll send you an email with all the relevant links, and let's keep our eye on the goal line. It is your PowerPoint lab book, your robot that earns money functioning as reliably as Diego's, and then decorate it and show it off on a video. And to be continued next week.